That was George Melford. He did the Spanish version. He did not speak Spanish, but we had an interpreter, and somehow he had the ability to communicate with us. Once you went into that set, it was a different world. You became under the spell of Dracula. I remember trying to understand the director, trying to come up to the other actors. They are all wonderful actors. My producer, whom I married 2 years later, and it was the thing not to let them down, to keep up with them, you know. I was very lucky. All these wonderful actors were so friendly, and we were all anxious to make a good film. We never felt jealousy or anything. And above all, we wanted our version to be the best. And according to the critics, I think it was.
1931 marked a pivotal year for the horror genre, as Universal Pictures unleashed its iconic adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula, starring Bela Lugosi, etching a chilling image of the Count into the minds of audiences worldwide. However, what many people do not realize is that another Dracula film shrouded in a fascinating tale of parallel production emerged from the shadows that same year. This is the untold story of Mexican Dracula on Cine It, a short form of docu-series showcasing films you may have missed, forgotten, or have never heard of. Directed by George Melford and filmed at night on the same sets as the English version, the Mexican Dracula was more than a mere translation. It was a cinematic reimagining, mastered with the cultural nuances and artistic sensibilities of its director and crew. Universal seized a groundbreaking opportunity to cater to the growing Hispanic market by producing a Spanish-language version of Dracula, alongside with the Lugosi film. This visionary dual production presented a unique chance for creative problem-solving and innovation, as Universal brought together a talented cast and crew fluent in Spanish to work alongside their English-speaking counterparts. Under the direction of seasoned filmmaker George Melford and led by the charismatic Carlos Villarreal, the cast of accomplished actors from the thriving Latin America film industry. While the Mexican Dracula shares sets and a storyline with the English version, it boldly asserts its artistic independence through a distinct visual style and directorial flair. Free from the need to replicate the English version shot for shot, George Melford seizes the opportunity to innovate with camera angles, lighting, and pacing, yielding a richer and more multifaceted film. George Melford skillfully leverages shadows and lighting to craft a palpable sense of anticipation and unease. The camera often lingers on Villarreal's expressive face, capturing the subtleties of his performance and amplifying the Count's mesmerizing presence. The result is a film that is profoundly unsettling and a testament to the boundless potential of atmosphere and suggestion in horror cinema. The Mexican Dracula's captivating visuals were matched by its profound cultural relevance, resonating deeply with audiences. The Spanish language brought a natural rhythm and lyricism to Stoker's gothic horror tale, while the performances infused it with a unique Latin American perspective, adding emotional depth and cultural resonance that elevated the film beyond its English counterpart. The Mexican Dracula, despite its troubled release and its underserved slide to obscurity, has emerged as a profound influence of later filmmakers, particularly those within the Latin American horror tradition. Its haunting visuals, emphasis on psychological terror, and exploration of cultural anxieties surrounding sexuality and morality have inspired generations of filmmakers. In recent years, the Mexican Dracula has experienced a remarkable resurgence in popularity thanks to its rediscovery by film historians and availability on home video and streaming platforms. The film serves as a powerful reminder that every story has multiple facets waiting to be uncovered, and that cinematic masterpieces can arise from the most unexpected sources. The Mexican Dracula is not merely a historical relic, it is a vital piece of cinematic history, one that deserves to be celebrated for its artistic genius, its profound cultural significance, and its enduring contribution to the evolution of the horror genre. As Bela Lugosi's iconic portrayal of Dracula continues to inspire, the Mexican version emerges as a testament to the transformative power of art, offering a fresh perspective that celebrates the richness of cultural diversity and the universal language of captivating storytelling. Let me know in the comments on your thoughts on the Mexican version of Dracula. Have you seen it? If you enjoyed this episode of Cine It and want to explore more forgotten classics and cinematic treasures, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future episodes. Hasta la próxima.
So you see on the left at the beginning, I put a little spotlight on Renfield. Dracula and Renfield are in the same shot. Renfield, you notice, is actually moving backwards for some reason, so he doesn't know Dracula is there. In Melford's version, I think Dracula is there in the form of a bat, so you could say it's a two-shot, but the only human in the shot is the actor playing Renfield. Now, a lot of people have remarked on this wonderful moving camera shot that's used to introduce Dracula in the Spanish language version. You'll notice, however, I did a freeze frame on Dracula in the English language version, so you can see that, in fact, it takes quite a while to do that shot, and so it does lengthen the scene.
I am
Soy
Dracula.
Dracula.